this video is to give you examples and corrections on page 7 and page 8. So if you take a look on page 7 in your folder, and of course, don't forget your multiplication chart. So on page 7, you'll notice that we have exercise D and exercise E. Exercise D is exactly like what we've seen before, 2-digit multiplication, no decimals. So you do your 7 times 5, which is 35, and you carry your 3. 7 times 4 is 28, plus the 3 that you carried is 31. Remember that the answers for 5 need to start under the 5, so you put an X in the first spot so that your answers start in the right spot. 5 times 5 is 25, carry your 2. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 2 that you carried is 22, and you add them up. 5 plus nothing is 5, 5 plus 1 is 6, 3 plus 2 is 5, and 2 plus nothing is 2. So 45 times 57 is 2,565. No decimals in the question, no decimals in the answer. For exercise E on page 7, and don't forget, you can pause these videos and rewind them and watch them over and over again, if in case I'm going too fast or if you're not quite sure. That's why these videos are great, because you can just rewatch them or pause them, like I say, if you haven't had a chance to write all that down yet. So, exercise E. For all the questions in exercise E, you've got zeros in the bottom number. The only difference with that is 0 times anything under the sun is going to be 0. So if you have a 0 somewhere, you know that 0 times 5 is 0, 0 times 4 is 0. You know that whatever that row is all going to be zeros when there's a 0 on the bottom. Then you move to the 4, you still have to put your X because the 4 answers still have to start under the 4. Then 4 times 5 is 20, and then carry your 2. 4 times 4 is 16, plus the 2 that you carried is 18, and you add up your lines of answers. So 0 times nothing, 0 plus nothing is 0. 0 plus 0 is 0, and 8 plus nothing is 8, and 1 plus nothing is 1. What they're getting you to notice here is that it's a pattern. With the 0, what you could do is you could just knock the 0 off, then you would knock that, and you would get 180. And then you could add the 0 on after. So there is a kind of little trick when you're doing zeros. And when you're working on this page, just don't answer questions 12, 13, 14, 15, and 16. Just skip right over those. All right, let's talk about page 8. Page 8 has 3 numbers on the top and 2 numbers on the bottom. So you know you're still going to have 2 lines of answers, because it's only the digits on the bottom that tell you about your answer lines. So 5 times 7 is 35. 5 times 6 is 30, plus the 3 that I carried is 33. Carry your 3. 5 times 4 is 20, plus the 3 that I carried is 23. And then I need my answers to start under the 3. So I put an X under the 5, so that all my answers are going to start with the 3. 3 times 7 is 21. Carry your 2. 3 times 6 is 18. 14 plus the 2 that you carried is 20. Carry your 2. 3 times 4 is 12. Plus the 2 that you carried is 14. So then you add them up. 5 plus nothing is 5. 3 plus 1 is 4. 3 plus nothing is 3. 2 plus 4 is 6. And 1 plus nothing is 1. So 467 times 35 is 16,345. No decimals in my question, no decimals in my answer.